Hey, this is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure to bring you these videos. So today we're going to talk about doing business in Africa. One of my favorite places in the world is Africa. So why do I do business in Africa? Well, number one, I have a family over in Africa. My wife is from Ethiopia, which is in East Africa, but there are many countries in Africa that you can look at that may be fantastic opportunities to do business over there. For example, Ghana, which is a very highly rated country. So 6 of the world's 10 fastest growing economies are in Africa. Let me repeat that again. 6 of the world's 10 fastest growing economies are in Africa. And the ease of doing business in Africa is improving to the extent that a good number of countries, including South Africa, Ghana, Mauritius, and Tunisia, now outperform China, India, Brazil, and Russia in terms of growth. And some of the best countries really are Mauritius, Rwanda, and Morocco. They're highly rated as far as doing business over there. So in order to do business in Africa, you first have to find somebody that you know over there that you can trust, because you don't want to just be sending money over there, or you have to go there. Now, I suggest if you're going to do business in Africa, you got to go to the country and learn something about the culture and the people. That's number one. So number one, pick out a country that you're interested in going to. I'm in Ethiopia because I have, 100 family members over there that are a result from my wife's side of the family, of course. And so I already have people on the ground, and those people are tested. Okay, so number one, go to the country. Number two, find somebody that you can trust and get to know the culture while you're there. That's very, very important. Number three, many of the African countries speak English. So if you're English speaking, you're going to be in luck, because countries like Nigeria and Ghana and Ethiopia for the most part, but the countries all are pretty much versed in English to a certain extent. Okay, more countries than others because the United Kingdom colonized these countries. So obviously English is a primary language. Like in Nigeria, English is the main language, Amharic in Ethiopia. So you have to find a place that you might be interested in going to and go and check it out like I just mentioned. Those are the first two. Now, the third one is you have to understand that Africa is a little different doing business in Africa. Things take a little longer to get done. Okay. But in some ways, they move actually very rapidly. So I've built maybe 60, 70 houses in the United States and maybe 6 houses, actually 6 or 7 houses in Ethiopia. And I got to tell you, it's the exact same thing. Actually, it takes a little longer to build a house here in the United States. If you have cash, that's all you have to do if you want to be in real estate, because I'm primarily doing real estate, although I do have other businesses. We have trucking businesses, we own trucks, and the family members are driving the trucks, and they earn income off of that, etc. And internet cafes, that's a big thing over there. So you set up a dozen computers, hook them up to high-speed internet access, because in Ethiopia they have that. And of course, people come in and they watch movies and they're on the internet because they don't have the high-speed internet access that they want to have at home or through their phones. And they come and they drink the coffee. So it's more of a social setting. So Ethiopia, for example, is very social-minded. People gather all the time. COVID's been a little tough, but they're still gathering out there, and it doesn't seem to have affected Ethiopia like it has the United States. So now you're in there and you want to do some real estate investing. It's amazing. Building a building or renovating a building over there is much easier than people think. It is not advisable, this is number 4, that if you're an American, you don't want to go in there like gangbusters and say, I'm running the show. You're not going to get anything done, and you're going to be charged double. So whoever you choose that you're going to do business with, that person has to be your lead person. And it is best always, and this is again number 4, to be in the background. Okay, you don't want to be out front. Never, ever, ever show your face anywhere when you're involved in a business transaction in East Africa, in particular Ethiopia. I'm sure it's the same in other countries, because I have businesses going on right now in Nigeria, liquid soap businesses, and that's going very well. I haven't even been to Nigeria, and the business is going very well. Now, let me say one thing about Nigeria. Nigeria is a very advanced country. High in poverty, the government's a little questionable, a little iffy. So is our government in the United States, a little iffy. But it is, for the most part, a democracy, and big American banks are there, like Citicorp and Chase are in Nigeria, okay? And English-speaking country. I have a man on the ground right now. We have a very successful liquid soap business, got it up and running in 90 days. So I happened to find this young guy, and I was able to develop the relationship with him in a very short period of time. So, number 5, go slow. If you want to pick a country, like I picked Ethiopia, the first thing you do is find a location if you're going to build real estate, and then go through the process of building that piece of real estate. Now, you can't hang around for 90 days or 120 days. It's going to take you 120 to 100 more than 120 days, 4 to 5 months, it's going to take you to build that property. But once you're up and running, it moves very, very rapidly. And everything that you build over there in Africa, in particular in Ethiopia, which I'm very familiar about, is not built with wood. They build it with stone. I mean, to last 100 years. So they build really good buildings over there. And then when you leave the country, you have to have somebody manage your real estate or whatever businesses you have managing. So they're going to have to transfer the money, the currency they have in that particular country, and they're going to have to put it in their bank, and they cannot send the income here in dollars. It's very, very hard to transfer back to the United States in dollars. Nigeria is not a problem. So if your main concern is getting the money back out so you can live off the income, you got to make sure as to how much you can actually take out and transfer over to the States, assuming that that's what you're interested in doing. This is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining me on this video. This is a video on doing business in Africa. I'm going to do maybe 3 or 4 more videos doing business in Africa. This is a fascinating place. If you want to double and triple your money and within a year or 2 years, you're going to make way more in your return on your invested capital, assuming that you're cautious and you follow the steps that I've advised. This is Mike Addis. Once again, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to check out Mattis Cash and Mike Addis 2020. That's our Instagram. Ask questions, comments, or whatever you have to say about Africa if you're knowledgeable about it in any way, shape, or form. And we'll see you on the next video. This is part 1 on doing business in Africa.